Something just happened in the darkness of space, and it has left astronomers utterly speechless. The mysterious interstellar object known as 3I Atlas, a cosmic traveler from beyond our solar system, has suddenly begun behaving in ways that no science, no model, no theory can explain. Its speed no longer matches predictions. Its path no longer makes sense. And strangest of all, signals, yes, actual measurable signals, are being detected around it. Signals that simply should not exist. For the very first time since 3I Atlas was discovered, astronomers aren't just puzzled, they're worried. Because when the universe breaks its own rules, it means one of two things. Either we've missed something enormous, or something is about to happen that humanity has never faced before. And tonight, the mystery of 3I Atlas just got darker. When astronomers first spotted 3I Atlas, they treated it like just another visitor, an interstellar traveler similar to Oumuamua in 2017 and Borisov in 2019. The math seemed simple: track its speed, chart its orbit, and then watch it slingshot past the sun before vanishing forever into deep space. It was fast, almost 130,000 miles per hour. It was distant, cutting across the outer solar system, and its orbit looked safe, a hyperbolic arc that meant no risk, no drama. The models held. The data looked clean. The predictions were neat. So, astronomers reassured the world, this is fascinating but harmless. But all of that changed in a single night. When new data was compared against the original models, something terrifying appeared. The 3I Atlas was no longer following the rules. Its velocity dipped, then spiked again, as if invisible hands were tugging at it. Its orbit shifted, not by much, but enough to raise alarms. And then came the detail that shook even veteran astronomers. A sudden, unexplained flare of energy near its position, not a comet tail, not reflected sunlight, something else. And from that moment, astronomers realized the truth. 3I Atlas was not just another harmless interstellar object. It was about to become the biggest space mystery since the dawn of modern science. At first, many hoped it was an error, maybe faulty readings, maybe interference from satellites, maybe dust scattering the light. But one by one, observatories across the globe confirmed the same shocking results. From Hawaii's Pan-STARRS to Chile's VLT, from amateur backyard telescopes to NASA's deep space sensors, all saw it. The data matched. The shift was real. 3I Atlas wasn't steady anymore. Its speed now seemed to pulse, dipping and rising in waves, like it was being accelerated by something unseen. Even stranger, the new orbit wasn't the safe arc scientists promised. The change was subtle, yes, just fractions of a degree. But in cosmic terms, even the smallest shift can turn a distant flyby into a near miss. And now, 3I Atlas appeared to be drifting closer to the inner solar system, closer to us. That alone would have been enough to trigger panic behind closed doors. But the worst part hadn't even arrived yet, because as the trajectory changed, so did the signals. At first, they were brushed off as background noise, random spikes in the radio spectrum, nothing unusual. But then the pattern repeated, and repeated again, not random, not chaotic, but structured, and it was coming directly from 3I Atlas. Imagine listening to the static of deep space, the endless hiss of background radiation, and suddenly hearing something that shouldn't be there. That's exactly what astronomers are facing right now. The signal isn't natural. It isn't a pulsar. It isn't a quasar. It isn't anything we've ever catalogued before. Instead, it's precise. Sharp bursts across specific frequencies, repeating in intervals that are too clean to be coincidence. Some researchers have quietly suggested it could be a form of data, compressed, patterned, maybe even coded. Others argue it could be a new type of physical phenomenon, one we don't yet understand. But either way, it doesn't behave like random cosmic noise. And here's the most unsettling part. The signal seems to respond. When Earth's powerful radio telescopes focused on it, the pattern shifted slightly, as if acknowledging that it had been noticed. That single possibility has shaken the scientific world to its core. Because if the signal is artificial, then 3I Atlas isn't just an interstellar rock. It could be something else. And if it's something else, then humanity may no longer be the observer. We may have just become the observed. When the first reports leaked that 3I Atlas had changed course again, scientists scrambled for explanations. The community quickly fractured into theories, some grounded in science, some drifting into the unknown. The most rational explanation explanation was gravity. Perhaps 3I Atlas had passed near an unseen mass, a rogue planet, a brown dwarf, or even a tiny primordial black hole left over from the dawn of time. That could explain the velocity dips and spikes. But here's the catch. If there was something that massive out there, we would see its influence on other objects. The orbits of asteroids, the tug on nearby comets, even tiny wobbles in spacecraft trajectories. And so far, nothing. Then came the quantum theories. Some researchers dared to suggest that 3I Atlas might be interacting with forces we don't fully understand. Dark matter, dark energy, or something we haven't yet named. What if this interstellar visitor is acting like a probe, revealing hidden rules of the cosmos? If that's true, it could be the first direct evidence of how the universe itself bends, folds, and reshapes reality. But then, a darker question: why now? Why here, in our solar system, and not in the countless empty gulfs of interstellar space? And then came the fringe theories, the ones no one wanted to believe, but everyone whispered about in private. What if 3I Atlas isn't a rock at all? What if it's not natural, but engineered? Think about the evidence. It vanished without explanation. It reappeared millions of miles off course. It split into fragments, but gained energy instead of losing it. And now, signals, faint but undeniable, seem to pulse from its location. That doesn't sound like ice and dust. It sounds like design. Could 3I Atlas be a probe? A machine sent from another star system? Some even suggest it's a test, a way for whoever built it to measure our technology, our response, our fear. If true, then we are being watched. And the object isn't just moving randomly, it's choosing where to be and when, which brings us to the most unsettling possibility of all. The signal isn't noise, it's a message. And if it's a message, then someone or something on the other end already knows we've heard it. Here's why this isn't just a curiosity. Here's why astronomers are whispering words they never use in public. Because unpredictability in space is dangerous. If 3I Atlas can defy physics once, it can do it again. And if it can appear in one place where it shouldn't be, what stops it from appearing inside our own orbital path? Think about the possibilities. One moment it's millions of miles away. The next, it's between Earth and the Moon. Or worse, it materializes inside Earth's gravitational zone with no warning at all. Imagine a 100-kilometer object reappearing out of nowhere. The consequences wouldn't just be catastrophic. They would be extinction level. And the energy flares? If those are real, they might not just be harmless signals. They could be a demonstration, a warning shot, proof that 3I Atlas can unleash forces we've never seen before. But here's the truly chilling part. The object isn't slowing down. It's accelerating. That means it isn't just passing through the solar system. It's heading towards something. Where? No one knows. But every telescope on Earth, every radio dish, every deep space antenna is now locked on 3I Atlas. And even with all that, we are still blind. Because if an object doesn't follow physics, then prediction becomes impossible. And that's why astronomers are calling this the most dangerous interstellar object ever discovered. Because here's the cliffhanger. If 3I Atlas is natural, then the universe itself is rewriting the laws of motion in front of us. But if it's not natural, then something intelligent put it here. Something powerful enough to control matter, motion, and energy in ways we don't understand. And if that's true, then last night wasn't an accident. It was a choice, which leaves us with one final question. The question no one can yet answer. Where will it reappear next? And what happens when it does? And that is where we stand. An interstellar object that shouldn't exist. A path that makes no sense. Signals that don't belong. And a future that looks more uncertain by the day. Astronomers are watching, measuring, recalculating. But every new discovery only deepens the mystery. Because if 3I Atlas can rewrite physics once, it can do it again. And the terrifying truth is, we might not see it coming next time. So here's the question I'll leave you with. Is 3I Atlas just a cosmic anomaly? Or is it something placed here deliberately, waiting for the moment to reveal its true purpose? Because when an object can bend space, vanish, reappear, and even split apart without losing power, it stops being a visitor. It becomes something else entirely. And if the universe just sent us a message through 3I Atlas, what if the next step isn't observation? What if it's contact? The countdown has already begun. Stay alert, stay curious, and subscribe, because the story of 3I Atlas is only just beginning.